Alright guys, we're getting ready to do another Spider Slayers comic book haul, but before we do that, I gotta go get this comics. So stay tuned, fans, don't go nowhere. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do Spider Slayers comic book haul. This is episode 340, guys. If you're not familiar with this series, this is a video series where each and every week I show you, the fans, which comic books I picked up at the comic book store. And it was a cool week this week. A lot of good books and cool variant covers and stuff like that. So I got a lot of great stuff to show you guys. But before we get into this video, I actually want to wish all the people in Florida, in northern Florida, I live in central Florida, the best of luck going through Hurricane Michael. I know if this hurricane just sat in the Gulf for another day, it would have been pushed towards us. So I find myself very fortunate, but I want to wish those people out there the best of luck, and hopefully everything works out for you. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead, let's jump into this haul, and let me show you what I got at the comic book store. White bags, you can see. I'm at home. I should have put it in a black bag, but I'm in a hurry. And here we go. So, first things first, we got to take all this stuff out. All this stuff out. Okay. So, don't forget, Walking Dead Day, guys, at your comic book shop, if you still care about The Walking Dead. They'll have these special mystery key comics where people do covers. I never did covers for The Walking Dead before, so I think it's kind of cool. Alright, first things first, DC Nation came out this week, so it's the same thing. They have limited copies at your comic book store. Hopefully you will be one of those people that get these free copies, and of course it gives you all this cool information about what's going on in DC Comics right now. Okay, so for instance, Heroes for Crisis, right? Here's a little thing about Shazam. So again, if you get to your shop in a certain amount of time and they don't run out, that can be yours for free. Next thing I got for free was Marvel Universe. That's for free too. Features the Uncanny X-Men issue 1. That's straight on the cover. Obviously probably going to promote that book on here. And it also previews some of the other books also, like Avengers issue 10. And it gives you some type of actual artwork in there for Wasp issue number 1. And yeah, so we have all those types of different artworks. Of course, who are the Guardians of the Galaxy, all that type of stuff. So same thing, this is free at your comic book shop as well. Alright, so let's get into the comics I got. So first things first, we got into some of the cool variant covers that were out there. And I swear to God, I wouldn't read this series if it wasn't for the cool Art Germ variant covers for Catwoman. This is a beautiful looking cover as well. I mean, how realistic can you get when it comes to a Catwoman cover? It looks nice. I think the really cool thing is that she's still wearing Batman's or Bruce's wedding ring on there. So I think that's really awesome. So nice looking cover. And this is Catwoman issue 4. Alright, next, I wound up getting issue 1 variants for Captain Marvel, for the Life of Captain Marvel. This time they had issue 3 of the Life of Captain Marvel variants cover as well. They didn't have this last time at my shop. They had it this time. This was the only copy, and I wound up getting it. Here we get to see Carol as she, you know, hair is flowing everywhere, and it looks like her gloves are disintegrating. So is it like part of like Infinity War, like she's disintegrating or something? I don't know. But it's a cool cover, and I really enjoy this series overall. So this is the Life of Captain Marvel issue 3 variant. Alright, next, this is X23 whatever issue that we're on. This is the variant cover, and I like this one because it's got Moonstone on it, and I just love the cool facial expression on there, and just the beams coming through her eyeballs. or through her head, and just all that cool stuff. Why she's on this cover, who the heck knows? But it was a cool looking cover, so I decided to pick that one up. All right, so that's X23. Next variants here, we have the Amazing Spider-Man issue 7. Legacy numbering here goes for 808, and I thought this was a really nice looking cover. Really stays true to the cover, or to the character. You know, MK there, I think it's Marvel Knights, I guess that's what it stands for. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. You got the Green Goblin in the background, so kind of stays true to a traditional Spider-Man. So I was happy to pick up the Amazing Spider-Man issue 7 variant cover. All right, next one, Spider-Geddon issue 1. This is also like the PS4 variant. This one was really nice, as you get to see New York in the background. It's white. It's got red here in the background as well. You know, it's a cool looking cover. Last week I got like the blue one with the blue background in it. So I thought this was an awesome looking cover. Had to pick this one up. So yeah, so Spider-Geddon issue 1. It's here, guys. Are we excited for it? What's going to happen? Next, Venom issue 7 as well. Again, celebrating the Marvel Knights, I guess, 20th anniversary. Really cool looking cover here, as we get to see Venom with the wings. He's stepping on Spider-Man. So I thought that was cool. Decided to pick up that variant instead of the regular cover. I thought it was awesome. The story, when it comes to Venom, is really good as well. Great stuff. Alright, now we get into this, like, DC doing their foil covers now, right? You know, we went to the Virgin covers, and they still have those, but now, this time around, they're doing all these foil ones. And I thought probably the nicest foil cover this time around was probably this Supergirl one, this issue 23. This continues the story with Supergirl obviously going after and trying to find out answers of whatever his name that destroyed Krypton. I always forget his name. But really cool looking cover art. The interior art, not so much, but we get to see Kara don a new outfit. She's trying to use that Kryptonian axe and whatnot. So it's okay. The first issue of this story arc was really good. The second issue of this story arc was alright, and so hopefully the third one will pick up, but the cover alone is awesome. So Supergirl issue 23. Next, we go back to Marvel, and this is What If Peter Parker Became the Punisher. Really iconic looking cover, as this plays tribute to the Punisher cover, except now we have him wearing the Spidey mask. And I'm so curious to see. The What If Flash Thompson Became Spider-Man was a great issue. The X-Men one sucked. This one, hopefully it turns out to be more like that. You know, where you get the Watcher involved with everything. But if you look at the interior artwork in this issue, it looks pretty good. It looks dark. I'm interested to see what this story has to offer, man. Like Peter Parker being just this evil, low-down asshole. Look, he's got the pouches on the side and everything. Dude, that's so cool. So yeah, What If Peter Parker Became the Punisher? That's going to be an awesome issue. Next, X23 issue 5. This is obviously the second copy because I got that variant cover. Here we get to see the interior artwork on here, on how Laura and Gabby are still dealing with the whole Stepford, or the Cuckoos, and we wound up getting to see mind switching in the last issue and whatnot. But this looks really cool, man. One of the Cuckoos in Gabby's body. So I thought that's going to be an interesting story to tell. Looks the same thing, very dark. Kind of fitting for, you know, Halloween. We're in October, right? So X23 issue 5. Next, X-Men Black continues. This time we have the Mojo book. I didn't like the Magneto story. I thought it was horrible, but the Apocalypse story was really well done. And that's kind of the reason why I picked this one up, because I want to know what happens with Apocalypse. I really don't give a shit about Mojo, you know? So, Cool artwork, though, inside this book. I don't know why we have a one-shot with Mojo, so I'm going to read it just for that. It's got, again, cool stuff there with the Sentinel artwork, but again, when you get to the back of this book, it's the actual Apocalypse story that you want to find out, because he's actually reverting back to human, and that is pretty cool. So that's X-Men Black, issue 1. Alright, next, independent book, Murder Falcon, issue 1, has to do with some hero that plays heavy metal and tries to save the world because of his guitar. How awesome is that? Like, that's heavy metal right there, guys. I had to pick this one up. It just piqued my curiosity that much more when I saw the previews of this book, and it just looks very awesome. So, Murder Falcon, issue 1. You know, it could be the next best thing, right? Alright, next. Farmhand, issue 4. I'm actually behind in one issue with this because I've just been so busy with work and stuff lately. I still have to read this, the last issue. But again, if you read Chew and you're familiar with the artwork and the type of writing that's in this book, you will get that Chew feel. Very original story. I love it. It just have to catch up with issue 3 before I read issue 4. Look at this crazy stuff that's in there. So yeah, Farmhand issue 4. Alright, next. Oblivion Song issue 8. As we continue this story, where we have our main character's brother who's into the world now, and he doesn't know how to deal with it. And how is our main character actually going to survive in this world? How he deals with it. It just looks quite interesting. Hopefully this series will keep my interest. I've been on the fence about it for a little while now. I don't know how much longer I'll actually be reading it, but it is an interesting story, and this is issue 8. Alright, next, same thing when it comes to the Weatherman. It comes out the same week as Farmhand, so I was behind on issue 4. I didn't read that one, so I couldn't tell you what happens currently in the book. But nevertheless, a really interesting looking cover here. Very original story about a former weatherman, or a weatherman who had his mind wiped, right? He used to be like an agent that wiped the population of Earth. And now Earth is dead and everyone lives on Mars. And there's people after him and all kinds of stuff. So it's a really, again, original story when it comes to these independent books. So this is issue 5 of The Weatherman. Alright, next, back to DC. This Wonderwoman variant. I thought this was creepy as heck. I had to pick this one up. The foil cover looked really good too, but this one just looked awesome. I'm like, whoa, look at me, I'm Wonder Woman, right? Is that stupid? Anyway, I don't read the story. I haven't read the story in a while. I am waiting for the new writer to take over this book. And then I will be reading Wonder Woman once again. So, yes, this is Wonder Woman issue 56. I think this is a continuation of a story. Oh, it's from Wonder Woman and Justice League Dark, The Witching Hour, issue 1. So that's where this continues from. Alright. Next is the regular cover of The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 7. As Spidey has to deal with all these villains possibly going after Boomerang, because there now is a bounty on his head that Kingpin put on there. And Peter just won a whole bunch of trivia, so it looks pretty cool. And look, you can see that they're being, they're being, you know, taken over by all these villains. So it looks like there's a lot of action in here, and Peter has no costume. So that's going to be quite interesting to see. So, Amazing Spider-Man issue 7. Bully Wars is the next one. This is issue 2. This is Top Secret. Look at this crazy cover, man, by Scotty Young. About this bully contest that's going to happen and who's going to be the biggest and baddest bully in the school. You know, artwork is way out there. If you are familiar with Scotty Young's artwork, you obviously know what you can expect out of this particular book. It's very bright, it's very, you know, vibrant colors, just crazy facial expressions. I can't wait to read this second issue. So this is issue 2 of Bully Wars. Next, we have Crowded, issue 3. This is a really nice story about a bounty on a particular person, and this girl is part of Crowded, which is an app that protects people from being killed. And this girl has this huge bounty on her head, and we get to see the story of these two actually travel together, and this girl actually protecting this other girl. And you kind of get to see the relationship grow between these two characters. A lot of action, suspense, great artwork, so cool stuff here. So this is Crowded issue 3. Cool green lipstick. Alright, next from DC, Batman Detective Comics, issue 990, the foil cover. That's right. In the last issue, you got to see Two-Face in there. So we get to see if he's going to be in here again. Well, yeah, obviously, you can see him. He's in here. And we get to see the Fireflies that were in the last issue, too. So you can expect a lot of fire, a lot of explosions. Two-Face, look, you see it right there. Great book, Batman Detective Comics. This is issue 990. All right. Next, the Immortal Hulk, issue 7. Cool story. I like how the Avengers are going to be involved in this particular issue, as they were called to deal with Banner. And I think Captain Marvel came to talk to Banner, but obviously there's always going to be, you know, some kind of fight or something going on if Banner can't listen to Captain Marvel. And right from the start, you can see that there's going to be this huge epic battle that happens. So this is the Immortal Hulk, issue 7. Alright, next, Infinity Wars, here, issue 4, as we get to see our Infinity Warps characters possibly doing battle maybe against Gamora this issue. I don't know what's going to happen here, we'll see, but we know what she did with this universe. She folded it in half and made all our mashed up characters. Dado Jr. does the artwork in this book, and I like his artwork. It's very detailed. I like the facial expressions. Some people don't like these panel boxes as it distracts from the actual artwork. But we get to see Emma Frost in this issue, so that's cool. So Infinity Wars issue 4. Next, Red Hood, and I guess Red Hood Outlaw. That's what he's called now. Jason Todd's no more with the team. This is a foil cover. This is him being all super duper dark and gritty as he has a crowbar and he smashes people with it and there's blood everywhere, and then I forget that he has a baseball bat. So we get to see the struggles that he continues to go through. And did you notice how all the Bat family has basically changed? Barbara Gordon, she's got a new costume. She's got troubles with her implant problem with her in her back. We get to see Dick Grayson, who has a problem now where he got shot in the head and he has amnesia. Jason Todd is just on his own. He's just the outlaw. He doesn't have a team. He's more dark than ever. So everyone's changing when it comes to the Bat family. Who are we left? Damian? He's the only one. The next thing they're going to do is make Damian bright and happy and full of sunshine, right? So, Red Hood and the Outlaw, issue 27. Alright. Next, Superman, issue 4. Kind of a cool cover, as it always focuses just on the red and the chrome in the back. So that's pretty cool, as we get to see the fight continue between Superman and whatever his name is. I hate this villain's name because I can never remember the guy, and I find him the most pointless villain in DC Comics right now. He's just like a doomsday cop off the destroyed Krypton, basically. I can't stand him. I hate him. But the book is okay. I like the way it's drawn. It's an alright story. It's just, I don't like the villain. So, Superman issue 4. Alright. And last but not least, the first issue of Spider-Geddon, as we get to see all the spiders here, which I think is really cool. We've seen this image for a long time now. But the first issue is finally here, and I'll get to show you some opening artwork. And this is a cool page to show you as you get to see all the spiders and them being announced in front of the reader. So that is really cool. And then you have some other artwork in here as the Inheritor is left free. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Spider-Verse Part 2 has to offer for its readers. So, there you guys have it. There is the huge haul for the week. Hopefully you fans enjoyed it. Now it's your turn in the comments below. Tell me what you picked up for your comics this week and which books you're most excited on reading. And fans, as always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a single video from me. And you can check out these other videos right here, right next to me. And fans, thank you so much for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. And until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.